Welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Strategies, Tactics, and Boosts for FNA class events. And this week, our event is the North American Origin Series event where we have three boosted drivers. You can see them behind, no, there behind me. So you can see them. It's Stroll, Latifi, and Perez. They are boosted 10%, not like last week's drivers that were boosted 20%. Well, Stroll and Latifi for the top tire, probably not, but we have to wait and see Perez if he will be usable in the top tires or not. So we are here for the qualifying round, the qualifying session. So we have the United States, Hungary, Singapore, and France, our four tracks for the qualifying round, and mostly they are going to be dry races. Only in France we have 25% possibility of a wet race. So let's go and see how we're going to approach this week's tracks. Some of them, let's say the United States, you will see that we haven't done any adjustments, but there are adjustments in some of our tracks, so we have new things to see. First, the United States of America Grand Prix, Austin, and here, as we always say, we need to be fast and furious. I have seen alternative tactics. I have gone against opponents using Taurus and boosts like that. I think it was not this event, the event before, not the Chinese event, the previous event, that I went up against an opponent with better team score than mine, and he chose strategies with 4-4 Taurus and something like that, and believe me, he didn't know what what hit him when he saw Deadfast and Eclipse making miracles in a track like the United States. So we are sticking by what we said: 2-3-3 the first driver and 3-3-2 for our second driver. Everyone, both drivers with the soft compound. Deadfast, Eclipse, Firework, the best choices. We can go with Hex, Gladiator, maybe Lumberjack. But if you want to go with one pit stop, and for drivers that for players that doesn't have very quick pit stops, they would probably want to go with one pit stop. You can go fast and furious, as I say, again with one pit stop using Street Shark and Lumberjack. For me, don't go with boosts that have grip and corners. No, for me, that's my approach, and I have gone head to head with this strategy with a better opponent, and guess who won? So go fast and furious either with one pit stop or with two pit stops. One pit stop, maybe you could go one pit stop if you are even far back on the grid and you don't want to lose a lot of time in pitting. So if you start 17, 16, 20th in the P20, yes, go with one pit stop. but choose Street Shark. The best choice here is Street Shark, so you will have the speed and the overtaking, but you will have good tire management too. So that's it for the United States, and track number 2, Hungary. We have made an adjustment here in Hungary, and we are going to see it. So for our first driver, 5.3 with a medium compound, let's start seeing the boosts here now because we are going to need it. So downforce, of course, 5.3, 5 with a medium compound, 3 with a soft compound. Downforce, the best choice. The second best is Nazar, and you could easily think of using maybe Eagle. Let's see. Eagle gives us the much needed tire management, and it's very good. It gives us 4 points in grip, and it's an excellent choice also here in Hungary. An excellent alternative for downforce. And if you start, because we are making this difference now, we are talking about starting in the middle of the pack and starting behind, even more back, P18, P20. So if you start so back in the grid, below the 15th place, then a very good choice is 3.5. It would work like an undercut for you, but here in 3.5 you need at least Eagle or Nazar, but the best choice it would be Taurus, because we need a lot of tire usage. We will go 3 laps. No one is pitting. Almost no one is pitting. Not almost. No one is pitting on the third lap. We will. Everyone will pass you. Will overtake you. You are a P18, P16, P15. If you go first for a pit stop, you will. Everyone will overtake you. You will get out of the pit P24. No worries. That's when Taurus will do its magic. You have enough tire management to push with a medium compound to get back, to get close to the other drivers, maybe overtake some of them at the end of P23, P22, P21 maybe, but you will be close to them and they will start pitting. Some of them on the 4th lap and some of them on the 5th lap. And you will be on track, pushing on the red, because Taurus will give you such a possibility. So, if you are starting at the back of the grid, 3.5, I think it will make miracles for you. If you are in the middle and above, then 5.3 for your first driver. For our second driver, you can go with equal stints, 4 and 4, the soft compound for the first stint and the medium compound for the second stint, and then you can choose Herald or Kavai depending on what tactic you what is your approach. If you want to be to have a good acceleration and a good overtaking, then you need Herald. If you want to bet on corners, on overtaking other drivers because you are getting on the corners better than them, then you go with Kavai. Alternatives, you know, Vice, Hook for Herald, or for Kavai, it's Jin, Tunin, Oud. But if you are not going 3-5 with Taurus for your first driver, then you can go for this driver 4 laps with a soft compound and 4 laps with a soft compound the second stint too. Taurus is our boost here, so we can push in both stints, especially in the second one, but we can push in both stints a lot with Taurus and a strategy like that. So if you ask me, go if you are in the middle and above of the pack, go 5-3 and 4-4, 5-3 with downforce and 4-4 with Taurus and soft compounds in 4-4. If you are far back, if you are P15 and below, then go 3-5, 3 with a soft, 5 with a medium compound and Taurus. And for your second driver, again you can choose 5-3 with downforce. Don't hesitate to use it even when you are back. It's a very good strategy. So that's it for Hungary. And sorry, track number 3, Singapore. We all know grip and corners, much needed here. So we are going with 4-3 and 3-4, soft medium, medium soft, 3-4 soft medium, 4-3 medium soft, with Jin, Kavai, Nazar or Skull. And let's see Skull. I like Skull here because it gives us 5 in corners, great. It gives us a little bit of fuel use, much needed, because we can push. Singapore is not a tire consuming track, so we can push a lot in both stints with soft and with medium, but we will need a little bit of fuel if we want to push a lot. Singapore needs a lot of boosting in corners. That's why Skull is great. It gives us 5 in corners, and we want to overtake, and there are some spots in Singapore where we can overtake, and these 2 points in overtaking Skull that Skull gives us can make the difference. So I think Skull is probably the best boost for this track. You see, I don't have enough, that's why I don't use them at the moment. I will get some and when I get, you will see me using them even more. But if you have Skull, use it. And probably the second best is Kavai, maybe Jin, but I think Kavai is the best, the second best for this track. So Skull and Kavai, alternatives Nazar and Jin. Of course, we can easily use. Okay, let me find it. We can easily use Oud, which is great in corners and grip, and we will make a very quick pit stop. Although the pit lane in Singapore is very short, we don't take in a lot of time there, but it will help us. But mostly for corners and grip, Oud will give us that, and Tunin. But let's keep it for rainy days. Let's keep Tunin for rainy days. But it's good. It's a very good boost for corners too. So That's it for Singapore. And our last track, it's France, but here we have a possibility, 25% possibility of raining, so we will see both conditions. And here we are, lots of info. Let's concentrate first of all in a dry race. For me, the best strategy to go is 2 pit stops if you are in front, in the middle of the pack and above. 2-3-3 and 3-3-2. The stints with the stints that are going for 3 laps are with a medium compound, and the stint with which is 2 laps is with a soft compound. Hook for your driver that needs a lot of overtaking, so for the one that it's behind. And Instinct, Vice, maybe Hex, but I would prefer Instinct because it gives us a little bit of fuel too. And if you don't like Instinct and you find it, let's see, Instinct, you find it a little bit of okay, oh come on, okay, it opened, that it gives us only 2 in overtaking and 3 in speed, and I want a little bit more. I want to tell you that fuel would be much needed in strategies like this, where we push a lot and we do 2 pit stops. So that's why it's Instinct is our first choice, or else we could easily go with our other 2 fast, very fast. Dead fast, which gives us speed, okay, a lot of speed, a little bit of tire usage, although with 2 pit stops it's not so, we don't need tire usage, tire management. And it gives us 2 in fuel use, which we will find it very very useful in France. But I think Hook and Instinct can be our first choices here. If you start at the back of the pack, if you start below P15, a good strategy for your for one of your drivers would be 1 pit stop with a medium compound 4-4, and of course Taurus or Frost. We all know why we are choosing Taurus or Frost. Let's see Frost here. Someone will say that okay, Frost is for it's good for raining, for wet conditions. Yes, of course, but these 5, it's the only alternative to Taurus if we need 5 cards in 5 boosting in tire management. So if you are at the back, 4-4 is a very good strategy. And when I was starting back there, I used it a lot and it helped me a lot. It even helped me, you can go with 4 laps with the hard compound and 4 laps with a hard compound too, and then you don't need so much tire management and you can go with faster boosts. You can use Street Shark, you can use maybe Lumberjack, you can go maybe with let's find it here. Oh come on, where are you? You can go with Palm, because in France it's very useful to have overtaking. As you can see, Palm is very good in overtaking and gives us a little bit of tire management. We can push even more. I was searching for Eternal Flame. Where is it now? Okay, here we are. Eternal Flame, even better overtaking and lots of tire use, even more tire management. so we can push even more with the hard compound, but my first choice would be Taurus or Frost and the medium compound, and then because in France we can overtake even without overtaking boosts, so that's why we can have as second choices these other boosts. So maybe it will rain, and then what we are going to do? For guys and girls that start at the top of and the middle of the pack, 2-3-3 with Hex is great. Alternatively, we can go with Cranberry and Merlion, and let's start seeing some other boosts. So let's see Cranberry first. Here it is. So 2-3-3 instead of Hex, we can go with Cranberry. Cranberry is giving us 5 in a wet race, which is of course great. Okay, a little bit of consistency. Okay, let's and 3 in overtaking. France is it's easy to overtake, but if you have a boost that gives you extra overtaking, it would make it much easier. That's why Cranberry is very good here, and Merlion too. It's almost the same. 4 in wetness, 4 in overtaking, even better overtaking, and it gives us a little bit of grip. So these two boosts are very good alternatives for this strategy. Of course, another strategy is 5-3 with Frost and Taurus. You are making one pit stop and probably you will be on track when everybody pits, so you will start overtaking them while they are pitting, and the third strategy that I am thinking is 4-4 equal stints, and then there we can use Hex if we haven't used it for our other driver. Merlion, another good alternative because we need good overtaking, and Koopa. And let's meet Koopa, which is a very good Koopa is a very good boost for wet races. 5 in wetness says it all, but it gives us a little bit of acceleration, and it's useful in France, but it also gives us 2 points in overtaking, and overtaking I think is useful everywhere. Boosts, wet boosts that gives us overtaking for me are very useful because overtaking in wet races is very difficult, so we need a little bit of boosting our overtaking abilities. So I want to do these videos like this more in the future, so we can introduce even more boosts. We can explain what these boosts are doing to our setup and how they can help us. Because okay, it's nice to know Deadfast and Eclipse and Hook and Instinct and Frost and Taurus, all the popular, the Engine and Kavai, all the popular boosts, but we have to try and see what other boosts are giving to our setup and how we can use them, and this is a promise, we will do this more in the future. So That's it for our qualifying session. That's it for today, and thank you for watching this video. I hope it will help you succeed in your qualifying round. And of course, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned, more videos and live streaming is coming. Thank you, and have good results in your in this week's event. Bye.